Hey, what up everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you with a good old WWE preview for Monday Night Raw for November 10th of 2014 on the road to WWE Survivor Series. Last week was an awesome Monday Night Raw. I wouldn't say that it was like 100% pay-per-view caliber, but you had Sheamus versus Rusev, you had Big Show versus Mark Henry, you had big matches after big matches that should have been, that you should have had to wait in order to get on a pay-per-view. They were trying to get over the fact of trying to get a big Monday Night Raw that led to a big main event. And that main event, of course, would be Sheamus versus Rusev. That would only be able to be seen on the WWE Network, which you would have been able to sign up for either already or, sign up to it and get the free month, which included Survivor Series. Basically, just one more thing to point out, just the extended value of a WWE Network for only $9.99. Basically, it was sort of like a gift to the people who had been subscribers or just trying to get people on board to join us, showing how awesome this WWE Network is and how much it's going to grow to be in the future. There's not going to be any run-over main events this week because of it being ECW week. The after show is going to be the ECW Exposed, which is going to be a live Q&A hosted by Paul Heyman and Joey Styles from ECW fame, where they're going to be taking questions. You can tweet in, I think, using the hashtag ECW Exposed in order to get that done. But the main event that is being touted out there by WWE is Ryback versus John Cena. They're tying this in, basically saying the Authority has ordered this match, basically trying to set the table for Ryback to join Team Authority. They've seen him come in to WWE, and in the last 2 weeks since his return, take the WWE by storm, defeating Bo Dallas, Cesaro on SmackDown. We've seen him beat Heath Slater. Lots of big wins by Ryback, just going out and just destroying guys in just a clear-cut, clean fashion. I think a lot of people who watch WWE have noticed that Ryback has only been coming into the ring and fighting heels. With Ryback, I think he's coming back as a babyface, and we have to find some way where, Ryback and John Cena can have a match in front of this, I think it's somewhere in the UK crowd, and still find a way for them to walk out victors. You don't want to beat either one of these guys. I think the big thing for Ryback is you don't want him to be Goldberg. You don't want him to be undefeated. But once he gets to a point where he has to lose a match, I'm trying to think, was WrestleMania 29 his first loss, or had he lost before? I can't really remember. No, because he had to have lost, because he put his undefeated streak on the line against CM Punk. Sometimes I get a little lost sometimes. But he went on that long streak of matches where he just lost again and again. Some people thought of WrestleMania 29 as the launching ground for this guy. He was going to beat Mark Henry, and then, as he was getting picked up, Mark Henry grabbed the ropes, and that made the weight of Mark Henry collapse Ryback for the 1-2-3. Looked like a very weird pin. And somewhere after WrestleMania 29, Ryback would turn heel, saying he wanted his title shot going up against John Cena. And then from there, they were never able to, find the ground for Ryback again. He went into the Witness Protection Program, basically, forming a tag team, Rybaxel, after being one of the guys that CM Punk took on for a few months, as a part of trying to get his hands on Paul Heyman. That would come to Hell in the Cell in October, when basically Punk was able to beat Ryback, climb on top of the cell, and then just whip Paul Heyman with his kendo stick. Just good old stuff. That it's fun stuff to remember. But for Ryback, he went on a good long span of not getting wins. I would love to see Ryback involved in the main event, sort of showing us that he is on the path to sort of getting a resurrection. I think that for a long time they really wanted Ryback to be a big part of Monday Night Raw and WWE as a whole, but they just didn't know how to get him there. It being stuck in a tag team in WWE is sort of just torture, because there is no tag team division for them to go through. This is going to be a fun one. It's going to be a big one. I don't know how, basically, if Ryback is going to say he wants to fight John Cena, but he turns down the Authority when they ask him to join the team, basically saying that he wants to go out on his own. Maybe then they'll send down Rollins and Kane, trying to break this matchup and hurt both of these guys, and that's sort of going to be what puts Ryback and John Cena together. But something has to happen. You can't beat Ryback. You're not going to beat John Cena. disqualification, count out, some sort of a finish like that is what I'm looking forward to. But one thing I do know is it's going to be a big Monday Night Raw with a must-see ECW exposed on the WWE Network. It's ECW week. Get on the network, watch some Raw. Peace out, everybody.